If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. When Steve Kerr first walked through the doors of the Golden State Warriors organization back in 2014, he knew he was stepping into a team with potential. But even in his wildest dreams, he couldn't have imagined the dynasty that was about to unfold. And at the very center of it all, the beating heart, the unshakable anchor, was Stephen Curry. Over the years, the Warriors have seen championships, record-breaking seasons, and unforgettable playoff battles. Yet when Kerr speaks about his coaching journey and his Hall of Fame-worthy career, he never puts himself at the center of the story. Instead, his words always circle back to one man, a man whose leadership, humility, and sheer talent turned a franchise into a global basketball powerhouse. And in a rare, emotional moment, Kerr has now openly credited Curry as the reason behind not only the Warriors' golden era but also the reason he himself will one day be remembered as one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. To understand why Kerr speaks this way, you have to rewind the clock. When Kerr took the job, the Warriors were good but not yet great. They had shown flashes of brilliance under Mark Jackson, and Curry had already emerged as one of the league's most electrifying shooters. But there was skepticism in the air. Could a 6-foot three-point guard, often dismissed as too small and too fragile, really lead a team to a championship? Could his style of play, flashy threes, deep pull-ups, and lightning-quick handles actually dominate in a league still built around dominant big men? Steve Kerr had his answer almost immediately. From day one, Kerr saw something different in Curry. Not just the shooting, although that was unlike anything the game had ever seen, but the way he carried himself. Curry was never about ego. He didn't demand the spotlight, yet it found him naturally. He wasn't the loudest voice in the room, but his work ethic spoke volumes. Kerr quickly realized that Curry was the kind of player who could elevate everyone around him. And that, more than anything, was the foundation of what was to come. The first season under Kerr was nothing short of magical. The Warriors didn't just win games, they changed basketball. The ball movement was beautiful, the pace was relentless, and the three-point line became a weapon of mass destruction. Curry thrived in Kerr's system, breaking his own records and redefining what a point guard could be. That year, they won 67 games and capped it off with their first NBA title in 40 years. It was the beginning of the golden era. But ask Kerr about it, and he won't talk about his game plans or his rotations. He'll talk about Curry's trust. "Steph let me coach him," Kerr has said many times. From day one, he was open to everything. That set the tone for the entire team. That trust would be tested in the years to come. The Warriors didn't just dominate, they faced intense scrutiny, rivalries, and pressure unlike anything the franchise had ever experienced. Every championship run brought with it the weight of expectations. Every loss was magnified. Every injury threatened to derail their momentum. Through it all, Curry remained steady. Whether it was the heartbreak of losing the 2016 finals after a 73-win season, the whirlwind of adding Kevin Durant, or the devastating injuries that sidelined Klay Thompson and himself in back-to-back seasons, Curry never wavered. And Kerr noticed something: the culture they had built wasn't fragile. It was strong because its leader was unshakable. Kerr has often said that a coach is only as good as the buy-in from his best player. In Golden State, the buy-in was total. Curry didn't just accept Kerr's system, he embodied it. He moved without the ball relentlessly, trusted his teammates to take big shots, and celebrated their successes as much as his own. That humility trickled down to the rest of the roster. Players like Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Klay Thompson thrived in an environment where egos were checked at the door. And Kerr knew that without Curry setting that example, none of it would have been possible. As the years went by, the Warriors' dominance became almost routine. Championships in 2015, 2017, and 2018. 5 straight finals appearances. The debates about Curry's place in history shifted from "is he great?" to "where does he rank among the all-time greats?" Yet even in the midst of all that glory, Curry remained grounded. Kerr recalls countless moments when Curry could have demanded more shots, more plays drawn up for him, or more credit for the team's success, but he never did. Instead, he wanted to know how he could make things easier for his teammates. That's leadership in its purest form. When the dynasty hit its roughest patch between 2019 and 2021, many outsiders thought the Warriors were finished. Durant was gone. Klay was recovering from multiple catastrophic injuries. Curry missed significant time with a broken hand. The team's record plummeted. But Kerr wasn't worried about losing his locker room, because he knew Curry's commitment hadn't changed. Even in meaningless late-season games, Curry played with joy and passion. He still mentored young players. He still worked on his game every day. Kerr says that period, more than the championship years, solidified his belief that Curry was the true anchor of everything they had built. Then came 2022, a year that silenced every critic. The Warriors were back in the finals, and this time, it was Curry's moment to shine without question. His Finals MVP performance against the Boston Celtics was a masterclass in leadership and skill. Kerr, watching from the sideline, knew that what the world was seeing was only the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, Curry had been the one keeping the team together, bridging the gap between veterans and younger players, and making sure that the Warriors' culture didn't just survive, it thrived. When they lifted that trophy, Kerr said it felt different. This wasn't just another title. It was a testament to resilience, trust, and the unshakable bond between coach and player. Kerr has admitted that when his coaching career is over and his name is discussed for the Hall of Fame, he knows the truth it will be because he had the privilege of coaching Stephen Curry. He's not being humble for the cameras. He genuinely believes it. There's no Steve Kerr without Steph Curry, he said, and you can hear the sincerity in his voice. Yes, Kerr has been the architect of one of the most successful systems in NBA history. Yes, he's made key strategic decisions that have won championships. But in his eyes, the foundation of it all is a selfless superstar who changed the game while never losing himself in the fame. It's easy to get lost in the highlights, the deep threes, the dazzling handles, the impossible shots. But Kerr sees the little things. The way Curry greets every staff member by name. The way he encourages rookies even after they make mistakes. The way he holds himself accountable after losses, never pointing fingers. These are the qualities that don't make it into stat sheets but are essential to building a dynasty. And Kerr knows that without them, the Warriors' golden era would never have happened. In interviews, Kerr often uses the word joy when talking about Curry. It's not just about winning, it's about how you win. Curry plays the game with a smile, and that energy is infectious. It makes practices lighter, locker rooms happier, and the grind of an 82-game season feel less like a chore. Kerr believes that joy is a competitive advantage. When players love playing together, they play better. And when your best player is the one creating that joy, it becomes unstoppable. As the Warriors continue their journey, questions naturally arise about the future. How much longer can Curry play at this level? What will the team look like in 5 years? Kerr doesn't have all the answers, but he's certain about one thing: the legacy they built will last long after both he and Curry are gone. The banners will hang in Chase Center, the records will stand in history books, but perhaps the most enduring thing will be the culture.